Hi everyone, it's been a while since you've seen anything on the Neats Does Pokemon series, so I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. So I had this whole plan, going back to last summer, that this coming season, sort of 25-26 Pokemon, was going to be the year that I was going to try and qualify for Worlds. Which, having just watched my last vlog back that I didn't actually upload at the time, which I'm going to stick on the end of this video, I said how I really wanted to go for it, and I'm sat here watching it thinking, yep, that aged well. But life just throws curveballs at you, and things change, and yeah, so in the video that you're going to watch on the end of what I'm recording now, I basically say my plan is to kind of go to a tournament every weekend in the summer. That was my plan. I had actually registered for a couple of tournaments, and then I ended up cancelling all my summer plans. Because I'd moved house November 24, but because it was a busy time at work, I'd basically just dumped everything and not sorted everything. So I decided to cancel all my summer plans and just have like loads of time sorting out. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'll sort of get back into playing. Had plans to go to Birmingham Regionals, which was last weekend. Spoiler, it didn't go. EUIC is in 2 weeks' time. Not going to that either. So basically, it's just been a great big bust. The truth of it is really the cost. Like, these tournaments, when I first started playing, used to be affordable, and it was all about the community. That, like, Pokemon was all about the community. Like, you met people and you got to know people, and it, like, the community was the big focus. But now I feel like Pokemon's really just going down the esports route, and they don't care about the player base anymore. They just care about how much money they can make, which is a real shame. And it's a debate I could get into massively, and I'm not going to. But I don't know. I've just been feeling a little bit disillusioned with the franchise and the way they're trying to run it. Registering for tournaments is impossible. Like, you know, the UK gets one regional a year. Like, at least prioritise registration for the people who actually live in the UK. Anyway, I said I wasn't going to rant about that, so I'm not going to rant about that. But basically, the whole system, something needs to change. It really does. Anyway, this week I've been listening to some Pokemon podcasts while I've been working. For those that don't know, I work for Royal Mail. I'm outside walking for hours a day. I listen to podcasts while I work. Anyway, so I've had some Pokemon TCG podcasts on this week, and it kind of just got me thinking back to when I joined the community, when I first started playing Pokemon, just not with my brother in the house. And I thought, what kind of made me want to do it, and what was the thing that kind of kept me going every week? And the answer to that is very, very simple. It's Pokemon League. And actually, before I started going to majors, I went to Pokemon League for a whole year before I started going to majors. So I'm thinking to myself, that's really what I'm missing. Sort of the weekly community, the opportunity to do weekly vlogs. So even though you've not had much on Neats Does Pokemon for a while, I think from the end of... I've got a few loose ends I need to tie off. But from the end of February, I'm going to start going back to Pokemon League. There is a league in Warrington at the Geek Retreat store there. It's literally right underneath Warrington Central Station. Unfortunately, there's no trains from where I live to there, so I'm going to have to drive. I did go there once before, the very first night the league started, and I was the only player there. And then I had an opportunity to do some more teaching at the dance school come up, so I was doing that on Wednesday, so I never actually went back. But I'm led to believe that there is a reasonable community growing there now. So I think I'll get these next few Wednesdays out the way where I've got things on, and then I'm going to start going again. And yes, I will do weekly League vlogs, because I think a lot of my Pokemon journey, for those who've seen it, there's a channel called Trainer TV, run by Aaron Luckenbach, and that channel is, to be honest, really what inspired me to start vlogging in the first place. Just watching the weekly League vlogs now. Obviously, Trainer TV doesn't do the Pokemon League vlogs anymore, so maybe there's a niche in the market for that. So, you know, I'll just start doing a little bit of vlogging at these leagues, and yeah, we'll see what comes of it. But yeah, definitely looking to get back into playing. So, as I mentioned earlier, there's a video, a League Cup that I went to last year that I recorded, edited, never uploaded. It was a League Cup in Northwich at a store called Goblin Gaming. Really nice venue. Definitely going to go back there at some point. It's only about a 40-minute drive from where I am here in Ellesmere Port. So not too bad at all. But yeah, really nice venue. So I'm going to stick that on the end of this video now, and that is what you'll see next. So, Pokemon fans, don't be disappointed. The Pokemon content is coming back. I'm finally, for want of a better phrase, getting my shit together, sorting stuff out. I'm catching up on my editing. Yeah, it's 1st of February as I record this, and yeah, we're getting back on the YouTube grind. It's time to make things happen. So you're going to go back in time now to May 2025 when Vicky and I went to Northwich League Cup. Enjoy! Good morning, world. Here's something we haven't done for a while. I'm in the Cheshire town of Northwich, here with Vicky.
It's a very early morning.
Yeah, we left the house at like 8:10, so we did leave quite early. And we are heading to a Pokemon TCG League Cup. We haven't been to a tournament in like over 12 months. I think it was Feb 24 the last time we went to a tournament, so it's been quite some time. But we're slowly but surely getting back into our competitive stuff. And yeah, we're playing in a store called Goblin Gaming today. Just walking over there now, and this is Neats Does Pokemon. Okay, so we're here in the shop now at Goblin Gaming, just checking out some of the product. Standard booster packs, they've got some League Battle decks. We're all registered for the tournament. Head judge is actually someone who's been on my videos before. If anyone's watched my old channel, Pokemon Trainer Neats, EUIC 2017, Sheffield 2018. Our head judge today is Phil D'Souza, who's been to Worlds a couple of times. And sorry, you missed. Yeah, so I actually know the head judge. You played together with Lancaster, met at some big tournaments. So it's looking like it's going to be a 16-player cup today. So 5 rounds. If it's a kind of everybody in together, it's 5 rounds of Swiss. And do you mind not knocking my camera? Why am I moving backwards?
Because I can move on now.
Oh, because you want to look at more stuff. Well, let me get past and go the other way then. Anyway, so yeah, we're looking at 5 rounds of Swiss and a top 4 cut. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. How I do is really going to depend on what's in the room. If there's any dark decks in the room, I've absolutely had it. Anything else, I can cope with. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so end of round 1, and I've got to just expect today that all my games are going to go to time, which it did, and but I managed to win game 1 and didn't finish game 2, so that is a win for me in round 1. We're only playing 3 rounds today actually, so that is a win in round 1. So good start to the day. Okay, end of round 2, guys, and I have absolutely just been steamrolled by an extremely talented senior division player who has been to Worlds. I came up against Raging Bolt, and I just could not get going fast enough. That Baby Bolt is a killer for my deck because it can, with Crispin, it can instantly one-shot my Shuppets on the bench. I did make a massive misplay in game 2 where I promoted a Bennett instead of a Baju, thinking, oh yeah, I'll get the energy, but then of course the Dead Druid didn't get the energy and Bennett was just a sitting duck. So yeah, that misplay. I mean, I think he probably would have won anyway, but yeah. So 1-1 heading into round 3. So I think I probably can't win now. I guess we'll just see what happens in the last round, and yeah, see how it goes. Okay, so end of round 3, and that is not how I expected that to go. Game 1, so I played against Dragapult. and game 1 I was in control, and then my opponent had 3 prizes left and pulled out a knockout on 2 Bajus on the bench and knocked out my active.
Sounds like a educational game.
Yeah, it was actually. And then going into game 2, I'm thinking, right, we've still got 18 minutes left on the round, so I can if I can get going, I can get the win. I chose to go first. That was a big mistake because then I opened lone Baju. My opponent went second, had Baju and item locked me, so I top deck Buddy Buddy Puffin but couldn't play it. Played Professor's Research and drew into a load of items I couldn't play, and then my opponent pulled out the Dusclops, which obviously has an ability that knocks itself out and knocks out a Pokemon in play, and that was it, donked. So I lost that one 2-0, so I'm actually, after winning round 1, I've lost my other 2 rounds, and because there's so few players here today, there's only 8 Masters, so we ended up with a 3-round League Cup, so not quite how I expected that to go, but we'll see what happens with the final standings anyway. So yeah, that's how it goes sometimes, I guess. But I am going to make a change to the deck. I'm going to take out 2 Baju and put 2 more Multidoria. We'll see how that goes. But yeah. Hey guys, so back home now, and had a really great time today. Despite the results in the end, it actually was really good. I finished 8th overall out of the 12 players total. I think probably about 5th in the Masters division. I'll have to check for certain when the official results come out. But yeah, no, really great time. I know what tweaks I need to make to my deck, and it's all about preparing for next season now, because I think it's finally time to try and chase one of my biggest dreams, which is to qualify for the Pokemon World Championships. I have wanted to go to Worlds since I first discovered that it existed, which was way back in 2013. I've never had the chance, mainly because time, money, that's kind of still a problem, but, you know, it's like my own channel motto, isn't it? Life is what you choose to make it. One life, one chance, whatever way around it is. Make it count. Now's the time. We're in a format at the moment where there's several decks that I actually want to play. Now, normally I'm a the last couple of seasons I've been a 1 deck a season person, all or nothing. And most of the time the decks just haven't been great, but some of the decks I like are like the top decks at the moment. Like, I want to try Dragapult, I want to try Gardevoir. So there's options, there's plenty of options. So I'm just going to get ready for next season. If you're wondering what you can hear in the background, Portland Regional Championships currently being held in the States. So yeah, next season will start. It usually starts around end of July, beginning of August, sort of around the World Championships, where some like League Challenges and League Cups start springing up. So I'll try and get to a tournament every weekend in August, try and get some early points on the board, and then we'll see what the regional schedule brings when it comes out. Like, where is the lone UK regional going to be? Where are the other tournaments going to be? So we'll get some travel out of it as well. Be some good content, but I want this. I really want to do this. So, like, today has really reminded me why I enjoy going to these events, you know, meeting new people, and yeah, just a great day. And actually, I just want to give a shout out to Ben, my last round opponent. He actually won Masters. He finished first. He finished second overall, but first place in the Masters division, because the guy who finished first overall was actually my second round opponent, who destroyed me with Raging Bolt. So, to be honest, that's actually helped my resistance because in the final standings, because my 2 losses were against the guys that finished first and second. So I think I've that to thank for finishing where I did. But yeah, no, very happy with how today went, and yeah, I just can't wait to start playing again. I'll build decks and practice, and you know, we'll see what happens. And on that note, I'm going to leave it there. Don't want this to go on too long, so yeah, usual drill. Drop us a like, drop us a sub. All helps grow the channel. Obviously not really been doing too much on this Neatsters Pokemon series for a while, but there will be a lot more coming. I did get a couple of packs as part of my 8th place finish. I got a Super Rod Pro. In fact, I'll just show you if I just move my laptop. I've got laptop here, gaming case here. Got a really cool Super Rod promo, which I only actually run 1 Super Rod in my deck, so I might put it in. There we go. Stamped Super Rod, which is pretty cool. Did get a couple of packs, a couple of Journey Together packs, and a Series 6 prize pack. I'm actually going to save all of those. I I know when I came back to the channel in sort of late February, early March, I said that I was going to be starting a mini-series where I open packs. I'm going to save the packs for that. The prize pack, I'm just going to keep that, and then when Series 6 is no longer available, I will sell it. Because prize packs can be pretty rare, so yeah. Right, yeah, that's it. So yeah, I've said drop us a like, drop us a sub. Follow me on socials, Instagram and X at ThisisNeats. I'm probably more active on Instagram than I am on X, but yeah. What a fun day. Really fun day. Catch you next time, guys.